why you don't need an SAT program. And this is coming from an SAT tutor where I make my money helping people achieve high SAT and ACT scores. Now, why am I saying this? Because I've seen too many programs talk about that you need them. You can't get a high score without them. But here's the truth. If you're willing to do a ton of official practice problems and a ton of official practice tests, keyword official, you can improve your score. Here is where things get tricky though. What I see a lot of students doing is they do a lot of practice problems. They do a lot of practice tests, but they're not doing this one thing that actually makes a huge difference on their progress, and that's bridging a knowledge gap. What that means is every time you miss a practice problem for homework or a question on the practice test, you need to go over and understand why you missed the problem. But what does that look like? Well, attempt the problem. If you get it right and you're 100% right, I'm talking like 2 + 2 = 4 type of confidence on that problem, then you already have a bridge there from knowing and not knowing. You don't need to go over that. But if there's a problem where you kind of guess, you're not 100% sure, or you miss the problem in general, you need to make sure that you go back and understand where in your thinking you went wrong or were lost. Now, how do you fix that? Well, one thing you can do is figure out what subject it is. So math, reading, or writing, it's pretty obvious. Secondly, what specific topic is that question you on? So for reading and writing would be like those note type of questions versus a grammar type of question versus like kind of a main passage type of question. Or in math, am I talking about algebra, trigonometry, solving systems of linear equations, whatever it may be. Once you figure out what it is that you missed, the specific subject, subtopic, so on and so forth, then you need to reattempt the problem with the right solution. Now, a good way to test this is go teach your parents, your friends, your little brother, little sister, cousins, whoever. Explain to them what you did wrong the first time, why that was wrong, and what you're going to look for on the next problem you see that is similar to that. So picking up on a pattern, a trend, maybe there's 2 points and you always see every time there's 2 points, you need to solve for the slope on a line. Anything like that. So make sure you're doing a ton of practice problems, you're doing a ton of practice tests, and then most importantly, analyze your missed problems on every single homework problem and practice test. And don't let anyone tell you that you need a test prep tutor or a test prep company so that you can get a high score. This is coming from someone who makes a living tutoring people.